You didn't get the job. Someone didn't text back. A stranger looked at you a certain way, and something in you just collapsed. And now you're standing there wondering why this hit you so hard when everybody else seems to shake these things off so quickly. Today, we're going to talk about rejection sensitivity and what you can do to fix it. Rejection sensitivity is not about being weak or thin-skinned. It's a pattern of behavior that is learned. It's when your nervous system has been trained, usually long before you had anything to say in the matter, to treat the possibility of rejection as a genuine threat. This is not just a simple inconvenience. This is perceived as a genuine threat. So when rejection shows up, even mild or imagined, your system responds with this learned pattern of behavior. Researchers define rejection sensitivity as a tendency towards expecting, perceiving, and intensely reacting to rejection. The regions of the brain that are activated when you are rejected are the same ones that activate when you're in physical pain. This isn't a metaphor. This is the actual way that your brain perceives this type of rejection. Now, let's take a look at what that would actually look like in the real world. Think about someone who used to put themselves out there. They applied for things, they started conversations, they took chances. And then after enough rejection, they just stopped. Not because they stopped wanting connection or opportunity, because the pain of rejection outweighed the possibility of the reward. So they pulled back. They played it safe. They stayed in their lane. And on the outside to other people, they look like they're just more realistic. They've chilled out quite a bit, but inside they're not chill at all. They're watching other people take risks, and somewhere inside they're feeling envy and dread. They want to keep putting themselves out there. They want to be taking more risks, but they just can't make themselves do it. The nervous system learned, if I don't take risk, I can't get rejected. And this system is protecting you the only way that it knows how. The problem is, protection has a cost. Every time they avoid, the fear gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Next, think about someone who has their people, their group, their feed, their show, their YouTube personality. Everything around them confirms what they already believe about themselves and the world. And inside that bubble, they're fine. They feel good, they feel confident, and they feel like they can take on the world and any challenge that it presents. Then they get into a relationship. They start a new job. Or they put themselves in any situation where someone will push back against this belief. A manager gives them honest feedback, a partner challenges what they said, a coworker disagrees with their beliefs, and something in them just can't take it. They get angry, they get defensive, they shut down, or their nervous system comes out swinging. And they really don't understand, why did this hit me so hard? Here's what's really happening underneath. They've spent so long protecting themselves from rejection that they don't know how to properly deal with it. They never built in a tolerance for rejection. Corrective feedback, that type that we all need to help make us grow and become the people that we need to become, started to feel like an attack. And so the very thing that would help them to develop honest feedback is the thing that they've learned to filter out entirely. And here's how we're going to fix it. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no shortcut here. Your nervous system learned this pattern over years and years and years. And it's going to take real work and a lot of time to recalibrate it. But here's 3 things that you can do now to help you start that process. 1, slow the reaction down. When rejection hits, real or imagined, the nervous system jumps into action. The collapse, the shutdown, the rage, those happen way before your conscious mind ever catches up to it. So the first skill that you can learn to use now is to slow down between the trigger and the response. When you feel that wave hit you just immediately like it normally does, don't react. Take a pause and ask yourself, what is it that I'm actually responding to now? Is this person rejecting me, or are they giving me the honest feedback that I need to grow? Are they pushing me away, or are they just busy and don't have time right now? You won't always get it right, but putting this pause in there will help you to break this perpetual loop that is keeping you stuck in these old behaviors. Second, start using small, simple corrections. If you've been living in a bubble, an echo chamber, so to say, then you're going to need gradual exposure to push back. That doesn't mean throw yourself into instant conflict. It means to start asking people who you trust if they would be willing to give you honest feedback on some of the things that you believe, a decision you made, something you wrote, a plan that you might be working on for your future. And practice sitting in the discomfort if they say something to you that you don't necessarily like. Don't defend, don't explain, just listen. This is how you build tolerance. Slow and deliberate. Step 3, trace it back. At some point, ask yourself, where did I learn that rejection is dangerous? Not as an accusation on anyone, but just a genuine question. For most people, it goes way back farther than they would even think or imagine. A parent who withdrew love when they didn't perform. A house where criticism was a weapon. A time when getting it wrong had real life consequences. When you can see where this pattern of behavior was learned, then your current reactions to these situations may begin to make more and more sense. That pattern that served to protect you then is not serving to protect you now. Today's key takeaway: rejection sensitivity is a learned response from a nervous system that was trying to keep you safe. The goal isn't to stop feeling rejection. The goal is to stop allowing fear to ruin your life. If this video was able to give you any new language to help you understand some of the ways that you may be feeling and how rejection sensitivity is affecting your life, please make sure to leave a comment in the section below. I'll make sure to get to those every day, and if you respond, it will definitely help me to grow the channel. Also, if you like this type of content, please hit that like and subscribe button so we can continue to bring this type of content to you on a weekly basis. I'll see you on the next one, and y'all have a good day.